Missing. I want to share with you what I did on assignment week 3. There are some 3 questions actually which were posed, and one of the question was that which command allows you to change a partition label? And here I could say that it depends on the file system you're using. If you're using ext2, ext3, ext4 file system, then you are going to use sudo space e, that is small e, to label space /dev / the name of the drive, and then add new label at the end, and then this one's going to be capitalized. And you may sometimes use what we call the tune to fs, where it's going to be sudo tune to fs space dash capital L, then new label, which is capitalized, then space /dev / the drive you are looking, or the partition you are looking at. However, if you are using the XFS file system, then you are going to need what we call the administrator privileges, and then you use a sudo xf underscore admin, and then L, then a new label, then /dev / the partition you're looking at, or you are targeting at. Then we'll come to another command, that is to unmount a partition. Here we use what we call the umount. Here we need the administrator privilege, where we are going to use sudo umount, then a space /the mount / the point or the drive or the device name you are looking at. So sometimes you may use sudo umount /dev / the device name. And then the last question is what's the mount point for /dev / xvdg? Here there isn't any special kind of drive that you are going to mount on this, but you just create a directory after formatting it into any file system. However, they are saying that xvdg is a special kind of block device which sometimes becomes inaccessible when mounting it. So I struggled with it while mounting it until I changed the name. Now, when it came to the storages that were required to add, this is what I have. I went ahead to, when I use df space -h command, it displays this. And then this is the file system. These are the devices that I've added. I've added the VDDI, the XVDF1, then I've added the XVDI. So these are the ones that I've added. The amount points are here. But when I just use the sudo lsblk, which is going to space -f, is going to give us the detailed information about these storages that I've added. I've come up to this. So after formatting my VDI, it came up with XVDI1, which has a file system, which is XFS as required. And here comes the mount point, which is the backup mount point. And then when I come to XVDF, I created a new partition, which is XVDF1, and then formatted it with the ext4 file system, and the mount point becomes data2. And then when it came to VDD, that one I formatted, I created a new format, which is XVDD1, and then it is in ext3 file system, and then here is its mount point. So briefly, that is what I did. Thank you.